Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. It's 9 o'clock. Hey guys, welcome back to Magic TV. My name's Craig. It's 9 o'clock. It's a Monday. It's time for a 5x5. The 5x5 series is one of my favourite videos of the week. If you've not seen it before, the idea is simple. I talk about 5 different subjects related to magic. I give myself 5 minutes to talk about each subject. There is a timer at the bottom of the screen. When the timer hits 0, I move on to the next subject. So it's quick, it's snappy. You never know what you're going to get. And recently I've been sharing live performance footage of me at events because that's something that you guys have asked for. And I've been told that you want to see more of it. So I'm going to be sharing with you in this first section that's coming up first, I'm going to be sharing with you some live performance footage of me performing live at a wedding for a bride and groom. And I do lots of different things for brides and grooms. I shared a little while ago on a 5x5 easy waltzer, which is one of my routines. This is another routine that I actually perform for brides and grooms a lot. It's my card under phone routine. Now, if you want to learn this, you can actually learn it from my At the Table lecture that I did for Murphy's Magic, which is available for like $7 as a download or something like that. It's it's on the At the Table lecture. The whole idea is it's a little bit like card under box or card in pocket, but you're using the phone. And it's a really engaging plot. And if you've seen me talk about this sort of stuff before, I talk about the importance of having a plot that's engaging, that creates a good hook line. Everybody has a phone. So when I talk about, this phone's got an app that magicians can use, it all just kind of makes sense. And it allows me to have a routine that transitions into card in phone at the end in a very logical way. Anyway, this is a live performance of me performing that routine at a wedding to a bride and groom. So have a look at this. It's going to be the first section. And as I say, if you want to learn it, you can learn it from my At the Table lecture from Murphy's Magic. That's available from all good dealers. Let's have a look at that performance right now.
Steve, I'm going to, this is amazing. I love the way you guys, you're forming focus groups to work it out. It's like, right, okay, you watch his left hand, you watch his right hand. Would you like to give these a shuffle, or do you trust me? No, you don't. That's fine. That's nice. This uses, okay, that's lovely. This uses a pack of cards, and as well as that, it actually uses this. This is my phone. Now, this is not about sleight of hand. This is about technology. What a lot of people don't realise is that you can actually get mobile phone apps for magicians that do different magic tricks, and you can get an app that will help you find a card every time. Let me show you what I mean. By the way, before I start, there's nothing in my pocket. That's important. We'll need to get back to that later. Okay, now what I want you to do is to grab a number card for me, not a picture card, a number card. So not a jack, queen, or a king, any card with a number on. Okay. There you go, take it out. When you've got the card, do me a favour, show everyone, don't show me. So I cheat for a living. Have you got it? And I'm going to give you a pen, and I want you to write your name on the face of the card in big letters. Not on the back, on the face. Not on your face, on the face of the card. And this time, if you could put your bank account number and sort code on, that'd be so good. Right, okay. Now, here we go. Watch this. I'm going to put the phone, there's an app on this phone that will find his card. It's voice activated and it's always running in the background. I'm going to put the phone in my pocket, make sure I don't cheat, it goes in there like that. Now you're going to put the card back. Anytime you want to, you're going to say stop. Wherever you say stop, the card gets put back. Stop. Ideally before it gets to the end. Have you ever helped a magician before? Have you ever helped a magician before? No. Of course, you're not helping one now, but that's okay. It's okay, it's my fault, I shouldn't have picked it. I'll do it again. I'll count to 3, I'll start. You say stop. 1, 2, 3. Stop. If you weren't the groom, I'd walk away right now, to be honest. Let's try this again.
Still good.
Here we go.
Stop.
Lovely, put the card back down. Okay, guys, check this out. You ready? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You carry on doing the roll thing, that's cool. So I have to try and find your card. You ready? I don't have to use the sleight of hand to find it, though. All I have to do is say, find your card, find the card. What'll happen, the voice activation will work, and it'll find your card immediately. You guys will freak. Watch this. Find the card. Now, there's nothing in my hand. Check this out. In my pocket now is your card. It's gone in my pocket with the phone. Nothing in my hand. Look at this. In my pocket, one card and one card only. Yep, it's your card. Thank you. Seriously.
Oh my God!
Well, she's the only one that believes me. Let me show you. Now, see, that's the one with the name on it, right? You see? See? There you go. That's where you go crazy. Or not. No, here's what people think I do. They think I use sleight of hand and it goes up the sleeve, across the chest, and it goes down here. That's what some people think. I don't do that, Steve. It goes here in the middle. Push it in for me. Watch. find the card. Nothing in my hand. Look at this, down in the pocket, right there now. There's the phone, one card. Steve, it keeps working every single time. At this point, I should let you know I'm going to keep doing it until you like it, all right? So we're going for a while. Maybe you think there's something dodgy with my pocket. Steve, hold your hand out for me. I'm going to put Steve's card, now watch this. I'm going to put the Steve's card halfway down. Push it in for me. Very good, like that. Now I'm going to take another card. This card, doesn't matter what it is, the 2 of clubs. Hold your hand out for me. Watch this. Make sure I don't cheat. I'm going to put this card here, the 2, right there on his hand. I'm going to put the phone on top. Now all I have to do is say, find your card. I just say it, find the card. Works every time. Take that 2, turn it over, have a look. See, it turns into his card. You just did a double take. Thank you. One last time, Steve, big finish. You can do it yourself. All I want you to do is say, find my card. Go for it.
Find my card.
A little bit louder.
Find my card.
A little bit louder, Steve.
Find my card.
That was too loud, buddy. That was too loud. Do you know what happens when you say it that loud? No, look at this. The entire pack goes, leaving just Steve's card. Look under the phone. That's every single card in the pack. That even impressed you. You're not clapping, but I can tell by the look on your face. So for the big finish, guys, and there always has to be a big finish, I'm going to try and get Steve's card into the phone. No, that's right, it just got real. Steve, hold your hand out for me. I'm going to put the phone right here. I'm going to put the card halfway down. Push it in for me on the count of 3. Oh.
Oh, sorry.
No problem, that helps. That's nice, thank you. That's lovely. That's not brilliant. Thanks, great stuff. Wonderful. Wish I hadn't come here now, to be honest, but that's fine. Do me a favour, cover up the phone. Cover up the phone for me, we can do this. Are you ready? Well, I was going to ask her to do it. It's okay, don't worry, you do everything, Steve. That's fine. Here we go.
I will be, don't
You know,
worry.
what do you think it is? Your wedding? It's not all about you, you know. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's done. Now it's in the phone. Lift up your hand. Not on top, not underneath, inside. Look, first of all, that's my family there, dog, wife and baby. You can guess which is which, I'm not helping. Look, if I unlock the phone, underneath the screen of the phone there's one card. And one card only. I'll step back so all these guys can see as well. The cheap seats at the end. Look, it's actually Steve's card. The only way to prove it is to pull it out. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. Steve, take that card. If that's your card, they're going to go crazy.
Oh,
And there it is. High five, Steve. And you know what? You can keep that as a souvenir, and you can put it up on your bedroom wall next to the One Direction posters. That's for you, Steve.
Okay, so I want to give you a sneak peek of an upcoming interview on Talk Magic. One that I know everyone's going to be waiting with bated breath for, and that's for the one and only Marc Spelmann, who, if you don't know, has done incredibly well over the last few years with Britain's Got Talent, America's Got Talent. He obviously created the character X. He's been in America's Got Talent, The Champions. Mark's interview, he talked about his whole career. He talked about mentalism. He talked about marketing. It was an incredible interview. It's going to be dropping soon on the channel, and I wanted to give you a sneak peek. Guys, trust me, when this drops, you do not want to miss it. It's probably one of the best interviews I've done so far.
And I think that if you are a good performer, you are able to transition from thing to thing. So I could do, with my Chicago opener, I won't bore people with it because I know some of the people might not be into this sort of stuff, but Chicago opener. So for those that don't know, Chicago opener, someone chooses a card, goes back inside the pack, then it's a different color. You show that mysteriously there's an odd backed card in the deck. You turn it over and it's their card. Everyone goes, oh my God, that's amazing. And then you go, let me do it again. Let's try it again. And you do it again and it doesn't work. But then the card that was originally the odd, and it's super like transposition changes, right? Anyway, look it up. There's loads of examples on YouTube, right? What I did was I wanted to frame it slightly differently. So what I did was, first of all, I thought, I'll add a burn to the back of the card instead of it being a change of color. And then I would add an element of fire. So I used to hold my hand up, and there's a thing you can do with the lighter where you can hold it up against your palm, and it looks like your palm should really be burning surely at that point with the flame, but it doesn't because of gravity of heat is up here and etc. science, whatever. So I would say to someone, take a card out of the pack. I'm going to show you the difference between magic and mind reading. And I'd say, right, just grab a card out, from the pack. And it's really important. I don't see it. Pop it back inside the pack. And I'd say, look, just imagine my hand is your card. Just imagine. I know it's a bit odd, but just a bit Twin Peaks, but just imagine my hand as being your card. I'd take a lighter out, hold the lighter up to the palm of my hand and say, imagine now, the reason why I don't feel a burn is because I'm doing exactly what you're doing. I'm visualizing my hand as being your card. So if my hand doesn't burn, what do you think does? And then now they'd all sort of go, the card? And I'd go, well, let's have a look. That's a good idea, actually. Now I'd spread through the cards. There'd be one card in the pack with a burn. Turn it over. It's their card. Everyone goes, oh my God, that's amazing, right? And at that point, I'd say, but look, I said to you, I'm going to show you the difference between magic and mind reading. And there's a question you get asked a lot of the time is, what would have happened if you'd have changed your mind at the beginning? And you know and I know that with Chicago, they can change their mind at the very beginning, right? So I'd say, what would have happened if you'd have changed your mind? Now, look, let's give it a go. Let's try it, okay? I don't normally do this, but let's try it, okay? So do me a favor, just say the word stop and then stop on a card or whatever. And I'd say, look, now I'll show you, because last time we did the whole thing with the burn, but if you took a different card or thought of a different card, maybe I'd have a different ending. So let me show you what it would look like if I was reading your mind. So now I'd sort of say, look, just imagine I'm holding your card in my hand. Imagine right here, imagine holding it at the fingertips. And imagine I could see through your eyes for a moment. I see what you see. So imagine. So now I'd look at the card, I'd look back at them and I'd say, I see a red card. And they'd go, yeah. And I go, yes, 50-50. It's just a guess. So hearts, yes? Yeah, again, 50-50. It's heart or diamond. Says anyone could do that. And then I'd basically get down to the card and then they'd go, oh my God, that's amazing. And then I'd go, but look, I love to bring things full circle. Watch the card, the imaginary card between my fingers. And I slowly bring my hand down onto the card that's on the table. And as my hand approaches it, everyone goes, no way, no. Comes down, gets that card off the table with the burn across it, lift it up and show it as now that card. I can't tell you how many gigs I've got through that because of that trick, right? Because it's got all elements to it. A bit of fire, a bit of flames, a bit of a burn, a bit of this, a bit of that, and a bit of mind reading, whatever. But no one ever thought that I wasn't mind reading at that point. They go, how does he know that? How does he know? It must be the way that you definitely did do something. You smiled when he said hearts. So they credit you with this mind reading ability. And clearly I'm not mind reading. You know I'm not mind reading. I know I'm not mind reading, but they credit you with it.
Okay, so I've talked about the coin magic on this channel an awful lot, and I'm a big advocate of people learning coin magic. And I've talked about it on the channel before. If you haven't seen it, look at my coin magic special that I did on a 5x5 a few weeks ago. It's in the playlist. Have a look at that. I talked about one of the reasons that people don't learn coin magic is because it's more difficult than most other branches of magic. And what I mean by that is card magic gives you instant gratification. You can get a trick that's completely self-working. All you have to do is follow the instructions. You can do it straight away. You don't need any sleight of hand. With coin magic, you need to be able to palm or ring in gimmicks or ring out gimmicks. There's nothing really with coin magic that's easy. And I've talked about different routines that you can learn if you want to get into coin magic. But you know, one of the problems, sometimes magicians just want a nice, simple, self-working trick to give them confidence with something like this, and then maybe they'll go further and then they'll start learning coin magic. So I want to recommend to you a trick that I've done for years that's self-working, but is incredibly good. It gets an amazing reaction, and it's available from Alakazam. I believe they have it in American coins and UK coins. I use UK coins, and I'll have a link in the description down below as to where you can get it from. But my gosh, this is a great trick. And even though I do a lot of complicated coin magic with lots and lots of sleight of hand, this is completely self-working, and I do this quite a lot. It's like a very easy version of charming Chinese challenge. So how I would do this, I would have a shoelace examined, and they can examine this, and I point out that on this side it's normal, but on this side I want to see that there's a big knot that I've tied in the shoelace. I also have 3 coins. Sarah, can you see those okay? Yeah. I have a 2p, a 10p, and a 2p. And I want you to see that there's holes that have been put through all of them. I've drilled holes through them. And the reason for that is very simple. The reason is because if I take a coin with a hole in it and then put it onto the shoelace, you can actually have it on the shoelace. Does that show up, Sarah? Okay, does that show up?
Yeah.
Now, if I slide this 2p down to the other end, because the knot's there is no way to take that off the other side. And when you get into this situation, you can actually give this to the spectator and you can have them pull on it. There is absolutely no way to get that coin off that end of the shoelace. The only way to get that coin off is to pull it off that end where you threaded it on. Now, I'm going to put the 10p on there as well, and I'm going to create a little bit of a coin sandwich, because with the 10p on there, and then if I put the 2p on there as well, we put ourselves into a situation. Can you see that again, Sarah? Is that okay? Can you see that? We get ourselves into a situation where,
small, but
the 10p's right there in the middle of the 2p's. So the only way to get that 10p off is to unthread the 2p, unthread the 10p. And if I took these coins and pulled them down to the other end, it would be impossible. But watch this. You're not going to believe this. It's going to happen on 3. Watch this. 1, 2, 3. And I can pull the 10p off. And I can give it them to look at. They can then take these 2p's off themselves. They can look at those. They can examine this. They can examine everything. Everything's examinable, and it's like a 10-second reset. Now, for those of you that know a little bit about coin magic, you probably understand the gimmick that this is based on, which can be used to do a whole bunch of stuff, coin unique or scotch and soda. But what the guys of Alakazam have done very, very cleverly is they've created this whole routine with it, with holes and with a shoelace. And it is such an incredible moment. When I'm doing this in the real world, I'll have one person hold on here. I'll have another person hold on here. I'll do it completely in their hands. But what this is going to... Forget about the trick. The trick is amazing, and you should go and buy it. It's a very commercial trick, and it looks really good on virtual shows as well. But forget about the trick right now. What I want you to understand, this is a great way to get into coin magic, because it's going to give you a confidence using coins. Because it is self-working. You have to hold a coin secretly in your hand. But that's it. You're not doing anything clever with it. You're not doing a vanish. It's as close to self-working as you can get with coins. But it's going to give you confidence with coins. It's going to allow you to perform a coin routine over and over again and see the reactions that that coin routine gives you. And it's almost like a drug. When you start performing with coins, you do get a very different reaction from spectators than you do if you just perform card tricks or other stuff like that. And once you get that reaction, you're going to want to go down that rabbit warren and you're going to want to learn more coin magic. So for those people on the channel that have asked me the question, what would you recommend for somebody who's getting into coin magic, that wants to start performing coin magic? If you're looking for a good gimmicked trick, then this is what I'd recommend. It's available from Alakazam. The link's down below. So one thing that I try to do on this channel is I try to review items from time to time that might not necessarily make the main review show. There's so much stuff coming out at the moment for me and Ryland to review. We can't always review everything. And this is something that's come out recently on SankyMagic.com. And it's by Jay Sankey, obviously, as you would expect. And it's an item called UFOs. And when I saw it, it kind of piqued my interest. As you know, I'm a big fan of Jay Sankey. I do think that some of his stuff is a hit and some of his stuff is a miss. But a lot of the stuff that Jay brings out is very, very cool. And he was marketing these UFOs, which are designed to take your coin magic to the next level. Now, for those of you that don't know, Jay is an exceptional coin magician. His revolutionary coin magic project is required viewing, in my opinion, for anybody who does coin magic. I was like, okay, this is going to be really, really cool. This is going to be something really cool. This is going to be something really innovative. This is going to be something that I'm really going to be interested in. Well, I'm going to be reviewing them right now, and I've got to tell you, I'm very, very disappointed. What you actually get for your money is you get these. You get 5 of these. You get these, what look like metal bottle caps. Now, what's hilarious is it's a 45-minute download that comes with these. And for the first maybe 5 or 10 minutes, Jay is talking about why these look the way they are. And he talks about how he tried lots of different ways of producing these, and he tried making them out of different metals, and he tried so many different things, and eventually he settled on these. Well, as far as I can tell, this looks like the sort of thing you could get off Amazon for 100 of these for like $5 or something. This does not look like it's been specially made. It looks like it's a large bottle cap, large silver bottle cap. It doesn't look like it's anything special that's been made for magic. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but that's the impression that I get. Now, what the project is, these aren't gimmicked in any way, shape or form. There's nothing special about these. However, Jay basically spends the entire download talking about how these are going to make your coin magic a lot easier. And there's a couple of reasons why he says that they're going to make the coin magic a lot easier. The first reason is he says they're really shiny, which they are, which means that they catch the light when you're doing vanishes, which is true. But there's coins that will also catch the light that are really shiny. And he also says that they're bigger, so they're more visual, so you can see them from a distance. Which I suppose again is true, and he talks about this rim here makes it so that they're easier to palm. The problem with these is they're actually, he's marketing this as some sort of prop that's great for beginners in Magic. And during the course of the download, he talks about some really basic stuff. He talks about how to do a vanish, how to do an appearance, how to do a production and split one into two. He talks about different productions from card cases, empty card cases and stuff like that. This is definitely a project that's designed for people that are beginners when it comes to coin magic. My issue with this is these are not easy to manipulate if you are a beginner in coin magic. There is a much, and also these look like really dodgy. If I bought this out of my pocket, or let's say I took Jay's advice and I was like, let me reach into the air and make a silver disc appear. Look, it's like a little UFO. Now watch this silver disc. I can split it into two. Whatever it is that you're doing, they look like nothing on God's green earth. I'd rather be doing coin magic. Coin magic can be just as visual as this, but they're a lot easier to use. I mean, I've got big hands and I've been doing the coin magic a long time, and I found them kind of a little bit difficult to work with. A lot of the stuff that Jay was showing us, he was flashing. I know when he was doing his production from the card case, it was like it was just put on this project just as another idea of something that you could do. It's just not very good at all. It's really not. I feel like, in my opinion, Jay's found a place that you can get these from really, really cheaply, and he's just put a project together with them. He's selling 5 of these through the post, along with a very simple download talking about some very basic coin manipulation that you can do with these, and he's just throwing them out there. There's much better way to learn this material without having to buy these things, and in all honesty, if you want to learn how to do coin magic, you can't do retention passes with these. Jay even says on the download, you can't do retention passes with these. There's easier ways to learn coin magic, and they don't look very impressive at all. And also, the whole project was filmed on a laptop. Come on, Jay, let's get some production value going, yeah? He's literally just stuck his laptop on his kitchen table, and he's just tilting the screen up and down to film the whole thing. Let's put a little bit of production value into the project, shall we? I really don't like these. I'm going to give it 10%. If you've seen these advertised, don't buy it. So one thing that I try to do on this channel, and especially on the 5x5 series from time to time, is I like to try and perform routines that I want to highlight to you guys that are really commercial, that work really well in the real world. And one of the routines that I want to talk about today is a Greg Wilson routine. It's called Point Blank, and you can get it from Pyrotechnic Pasteboards, which is available as a download and as a DVD from Penguin Magic. I think they have the rights for this. And Pyrotechnic Pasteboards is an amazing DVD, but this routine has been in my set for probably over a decade. And, I've seen so many other people use this as well over the years. Mark Novell's got a really nice handling of this, and so has Tom Peterson. But if you don't know this is such a commercial routine. I find myself in gigs from time to time where there's a lot of people, and I've got to get around so many people in like an hour and a half, or 2 hours. And you only have time to do one trick. This is a trick that I will do over and over again in that situation, because there is so much magic built into this one routine, and it ends up with a wonderful souvenir that you can give to people. So I'm going to perform it on Sarah. I want you to see exactly what the routine looks like. Sarah, you're going to help me? Is that all right?
Okay.
So I've got a pack of playing cards here. Now, this is a special deck of cards, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to be completely honest with you. The cards are blank. They're blank on one side, and they're blank on the other side. These are what cards look like before they're printed. It's very difficult to get a deck of cards like this. You've got to know somebody who works at the playing card company, and they sneak them out on the graveyard shift. But Sarah, what I want you to do is you're going to pick a card. So as I go through, just say stop.
They all look the same.
That's fine. Say stop.
Stop.
Right there. Are you sure?
Okay.
Can you look at that card and remember it? You got it?
Okay.
I'm going to leave it down in the middle of the deck. Now watch, because this is the best trick you're ever going to see. I'm going to leave it in the middle. I'm just going to snap my fingers. And when I do, your card comes straight to the top of the pack.
Oh yeah, that's definitely my card.
Now maybe you missed it. So I'm going to do it again. Look, the card goes down into the middle of the deck. I'm going to push it all the way in. I snap my fingers, and it comes to the top of that. I'm going to keep doing this until you like it. You do get this. We could be here a while, right?
I think you need to sign it.
Normally I get you to sign it, but I'm gonna put Sarah on here. Okay, and we'll put today's. Actually, we won't put today's date. We'll just put Sarah.
Just be careful with the
There,
Sharpie.
there we go. So you can see your name on there, right?
I can.
Now this makes the trick more interesting, because now, unless you've got a habit of signing playing cards, and at this point I think you have. I think you've signed more playing
I
cards at
don't
this
know,
point.
you always sign them on my behalf.
There's more cards with Sarah out there in the world now than anyone else. But look, it makes it more unique. So if I pop your card right down there into the middle, so it's about halfway down, push it all the way in and snap my fingers, that card comes straight to the top of the pack. It looks more impressive, I'm sure you'll agree. I'll do that again for you. Look, it really goes down right into the middle of the deck. You can see it going all the way down. All I have to do is do this, and it's going to come right to the top. It looks something like that.
Okay.
Now, when I do this, people turn around to me and they say, well, hang on a second, let me see it going in the middle. You're cheating. So I want you to see it really is going into the middle. Is that fair?
Yeah.
How many cards down would you say that was, roughly? I mean, it doesn't have to be
Is it
exact.
a full deck?
Yeah, it is a full deck.
It's about like 26.
About
Is that
26.
a rough
Because we
length?
put your card face up into the middle, though,
Yeah.
it'll come to the top face up. If you just watch, it comes to the top face up.
Right.
And I'll tell you how it works. It's very simple. It's special ink. It allows me to take the ink off and put it on. You see, I can take that ink right there where it says Sarah. I can take it off, put it right there on the table. Don't be mad. It's invisible, so they won't see it. If I want to get it back on the card, all I have to do is rub the card like that, and it comes back. I could keep doing this forever, but I promised you a magical souvenir. So you're going to pick a card for me. As I cut cards onto the table, just say stop.
Stop.
Right there, are you sure?
Yeah.
This one right here, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now I'm going to write my name on here, Craig. Okay? And we normally put the date that we were married on there.
I think you can't remember
I
it. So
have no idea. I couldn't even tell you the month, to be honest. But what do you see on the other side of this
You
card?
need to get a new tattoo. It's
I
blank.
really do. Blank. And nothing. And that's what you remember if you don't watch carefully. Absolutely nothing. So watch. I'm going to take my card. I'm going to take your card. If you could keep an eye on my card and also keep an eye on your card, that'd be great. I'm going to put you on top because you know that's how I like it. And I want you to watch carefully. Watch where it says Sarah. I'm going to pull 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. And I can pull the signature of Sarah's card. And just like we were together forever, we're always meant to be together forever. These 2 cards are fused together into one, piece for piece, fibre for fibre. And every time you look at this, you can remember why we're perfect for each other.
Thanks. Another keepsake card.
No problem. And it's the perfect routine. Guys, I love this. It's super commercial. Get it now. So, as Ryland would say, that's another 5x5 in the bag. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this 5x5. I really love reading your comments, so please leave a comment down below and let me know what you actually thought about all of this. What was your favourite section? Are you going to get the table lecture to learn that card under phone routine? Let me know in the comments. Let's get dialogue going. And don't forget, if you want to see more videos like this, please do me a favour. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, follow us on Instagram, leave a comment down below, do all of that fun stuff, and I'm going to be back again tomorrow with a Talk Magic at 9 o'clock, with a Shorts at 2 o'clock, and with a Magic Live at 6 o'clock. There's a lot of content coming your way tomorrow. I'll see you again. My name's Craig from Magic TV.